Rich, you've just seen your side win 3-1 in the Cup. How do you rate that performance?
I think it was a good performance, considering we've not played for 4 weeks now. I think a lot of teams have suffered with weather, and so when you come back to that first game after not playing for a period of time, and we've always been a team that needs consistency, that keeps us to build those partnerships, etc. So happy with it. I don't think we were overly happy with the first half. They started fast but forced it a little bit too much and lost, sacrificed the quality. But second half, I thought, by far the better team, and we deserved it.
Heavy pitch to play on today as well.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I'm surprised it's held up as well as it has, because you could see in the warm-up when both teams were warming up, you could see it were cutting. But I think as it's gone on, it's not too bad. But you could see on the legs some of the girls were struggling, cramping up towards the end.
Were you pleased to go in with the 1-0 lead at the half-time?
Yes. I think we were, because like I said, we were not overly happy with the first half. I think we played far too narrow. And that forced us to play long direct balls down the middle, which are very easy to defend. So I think to go in at 1-0, and Town are a good unit that try and move the ball around well, they did cause us a few problems out wide. So I think 1-0 at half time we were happy with, but we knew we could do more.
I understand that you were wanting to play more passing and movement in that first half, but you were a little bit unhappy, I think, at half time, it's fair to say. Second half, did you get that response from the players? Yeah,
100%. I think we could see, myself, Andy and Jules spoke straight away. 5 minutes into the game, we looked so much more composed. We got control of that in the middle. We were using the 5-10 yard passes rather than just flicking it round the corner or going long every single time, and that makes all the difference, because against a team that naturally want to leave players high and sit that little bit deeper, you've got more time and space than you think.
Second half, you got that second goal to go 2-0 up, but as I think the old adage goes, 2-0 is a dangerous score. You seem to sort of settle back. They switched on incredibly, and a really good finish from the left side of their play, and a high above Rocky into the goal.
Yeah, absolutely. Credit to Town, they came at us hard. I think the second goal that we scored just spurred them on. They really came at us hard. I think you're absolutely right in your summary. I think we did step off the gas a little bit, and we thought it was too easy at that point. And against a team that are top of their table and scoring goals for fun in their division, you can't do that, because levels don't really count in that sense. Good teams are good teams. So yeah, we were not overly happy with that. Great finish from them to get it to 2-1. But then, ironically enough, the weirdest thing is they went 2-1, and that spurred us on. And then we seem to think, hang on a minute, we can get in second, third, fourth gear here, and then before you know it, I think certainly from that goal, I think we dominated the final part of that game.
Did it worry you to concede that goal? I know, a little bit of an obvious question in many ways, because obviously 2-1 means that another slip and you're level, but did it worry you overly in the fact that you believe there was another gear in the way that you were playing?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I mean, don't be wrong, I don't want that to sound arrogant. I think going to 2-1 is always a little bit, it's a dangerous scoreline. But I genuinely felt like today we never really got out of first or second gear, and it was just trying to find that balance of the right players in the right positions that would give us the ability to exploit the pitch and use the width that we wanted to do. So when we got that right balance, and we found that right balance, and we got that little bit of emphasis when they scored their second, I wasn't overly concerned. I wasn't overly concerned, but if it had gone 2-2, I'd have probably been very concerned.
From there, as you say, you seem to switch on. You started to create a lot of chances, putting the ball left and right of the goal. Had a series of corners and throw-ins where I think at one point you had a corner from the left side of play, then it went to the right side, then it went back to the left side, then you had a throw-in that was effectively from the corner flag. You were starting to create and put the pressure on at that point. Could you see the third goal coming at that point?
Yeah, 100%. We knew the third would come. But of course, as the clock ticks on and you get nearer towards the end and it's 2-1, you just think one breakaway, 2-2, and it's penalties. So yeah, I think there's always that jeopardy. It did feel like towards the end, we did box them in, but it did become almost an element of that when they did break, you could almost sense the element of, hang on a minute, and it became a bit of a basketball where at one end and then settle it down and go up the other. But yeah, we knew the third would come. A little bit disappointed we didn't maximise on those chances. We had other chances in the first half to maybe going above 1-0, which I'm not sure we would have deserved, but we had those chances. And in the second half, I think based on chances, that could have been a lot more.
Yeah, as you say, it's a bit of a worry when you are dominating in the last few minutes. You're looking for that third and decisive goal that you may push too hard, you may push your defenders too far up the pitch to the halfway line and get caught on the break. So you're pleased that you were able to deal with those situations from that point?
Yeah, I think we got the balance right, and I think there's two things to that as well. There was a lot of conversation on the touchline about, do we introduce a third midfielder? and just try and ensure we've got that low block. So we, if it does come out from that, we do it. But genuinely felt there was another goal in that game, and genuinely felt with the momentum and where things were going, it was only a matter of time. And absolute credit to the Town goalkeeper. She was superb today. Some of those saves, one-on-ones, blocks and scrambles around that goal, she did superb. So yeah, I think I was relatively happy with that.
And your third goal came with just, I suppose, seconds on the clock in many ways. How relieved were you to see that go in?
Yeah, I mean, again, I wouldn't say I'm relieved. I obviously, I'm ecstatic it's gone in,
yeah.
But I didn't feel like we were ever going to lose that game.
Okay.
I didn't feel like we were going to lose it. But at the same time, I get the scoreline was close. But yeah, I mean, when you get the third goal and it is like sigh of relief, you've got a 2-goal, with a few minutes to go or whatever it may be or something like that. So yeah, obviously relieved it went in, but yeah.
And now you have a break for, I think it's about 3 weeks going into the new year. Have you got any more training sessions? Have you got things to work on? Have you got players out injured that you want to see back? What's the plans, apart from Turkey and a good Christmas Day and Boxing Day? What are your plans for the team?
Well, my plans are a good break. I need a break. But yeah, I think for the team, I think we may have one session. I need to check that, one session where we can do things. You asked if we've got things to work on. Yes, we've got a lot of things to work on. The start of this season, we've pretty much played without any defenders, so we're now starting to get back to complement. So trying to get those passing movements, those triangles and that shape on that pitch right, I think we need to do work on that. And I think, again, based on today, no disrespect to the girls, we probably need to do a little bit of finishing practice as well, because we've had plenty of chances and we've gone high, wide and everywhere.
Yeah. You got any injuries to come back over the Christmas period?
Really, really pleased to say that Georgia Binns played a solid 65 minutes for us today, coming back after I think it was a 9-week ankle ligament injury. That was the major injury doubt that I think we've had for a period of time. A little bit of illness around the camp, but generally I think fitness-wise we're okay.
That's good. Well, congratulations on winning the game. Congratulations on going through to the next round of the Cup. It's always good to have a good Cup run, as you know better than anybody, having won quite a few Cups over the years. And hope you have a great break over the Christmas period.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mark.